4.11.
I love this photo, especially the way she's using her hands and the expression in her eyes and her mouth. Here she is in the role of a young single mother who's just heard a noise in the kitchen in the middle of the night. You can see the fear in her eyes, that she's worried about her child. I think she suggests all that beautifully.
4.12. 1.
You look tired.
That cake smells good.
These jeans don't feel comfortable.
2.
Tim looks like his father.
This material feels like silk, is it?
Are you sure this is coffee? It tastes like tea.
3.
She looks as if she's been crying.
It smells as if something's burning.
It sounds as if it's raining.
4.13. 1. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 4.14. A.
Here's actress Cheryl Hines. If you think she looks furious, that's because she is. She's playing a wife who's opening the door to her husband at 1 o'clock in the morning. Her husband forgot that she was giving a dinner party, and he went off to play poker with his friends and turned his phone off. She looks as if she's going to tell him to leave and never come back.
B.
I love this one. This is Jason Schwartzman, and he's playing a 5-year-old boy. He's in the process of quietly putting his pet rat into his 7-year-old sister's clothes drawer. He looks pretty confident about what he's doing, and as if he's really looking forward to hearing her scream when she finds it.
C.
Here, Ellen Burstyn is playing a high school drama teacher. She is in the audience at the Oscar ceremony, and one of the winners is an ex-student of hers. Her ex-student actually mentions her name when she makes her winner's speech. You can see how proud she is and how moved she is to have been mentioned.
D.
In this photo, I see pure horror and fear. This is the actor Dan Hedaya. He's playing the part of a long-distance truck driver who was tired and closed his eyes for a few moments. He opens them to see that he's, you've guessed it, on the wrong side of the road with cars racing towards him. Do you think he looks as if he's going to react in time? I think probably not.
E.
Here, the actress Jane Lynch was given the role of a child. She's swallowing a spoonful of medicine that her mom promised would taste good. Of course it didn't, and now her mom is telling her that if it didn't taste awful, it wouldn't work. She looks as if she's about to spit it out. I can remember reacting just like that when I was a kid, and my mom saying those exact same words.
F.
When you look at this last one of Steve Guttenberg, I think you can immediately see from his expression that he's worried and maybe nervous. Look at the way he's holding his hands, almost as if he were praying. He's playing the role of a married man who's begging his wife to give him one more chance. But I think he looks as if he's done something bad and is pretty desperate. So I'm not sure if his wife's going to forgive him.
4.15.
How difficult is it to express feelings when you can't use body language?
Radio acting is a different style of acting from visual acting because obviously you only have your voice to use. But you can use your voice and you can use timing to convey everything. When I started off as a radio actor, somebody said to me, you have to be able to raise one eyebrow with your voice, which I loved. Because you haven't got your body, you have to put it into your voice. And so therefore, the way that a radio actor works isn't totally naturalistic in the way that it would be on the television or on film or...
What techniques do you use to help you to express emotions, feelings?
Well, there's a big difference between speaking with a smile and not speaking with a smile. There's a huge difference between being happy and being really sad and really angry.
Is it hard for actors who don't have experience in radio to do radio acting?
Well, people don't realise that it is a different technique, but you would get famous people coming in not realising that there was a technique to radio acting and thinking that you could do total naturalism. And it isn't totally naturalistic. It's as naturalistic as you can make it to lift it off the page, to make it sound as though you're not reading it.
4.16. 6.
Cheek.
8.
Chin.
3.
Eyebrow.
4.
Eyelash.
5.
Eyelid.
1.
Forehead.
7.
Lips.
9.
Neck.
2.
Wrinkles.
4.17. The body. Parts of the body and organs. 3.
Ankle.
1.
Calf.
2.
Heel.
6.
Elbow.
5.
Fist.
8.
Nails.
4.
Palm.
7.
Wrist.
12.
Bottom.
9.
Chest.
13.
Hip.
11.
Thigh.
10.
Waist.
14.
Brain.
17.
Heart.
16.
Kidneys.
15.
Liver.
18.
Lungs.
4.18. Verbs and verb phrases. A. 1,
Bite your nails.
2,
Blow your nose.
3,
Brush your hair. Brush your teeth.
4,
Comb your hair.
5,
Fold your arms.
6,
Hold somebody's hand.
7,
Touch your toes.
8,
Suck your thumb.
9,
Shake hands.
10,
Shrug your shoulders.
11,
Shake your head.
12,
Raise your eyebrows.
4.19. Verbs and verb phrases. C. 1,
He winked at me to show that he was only joking. I.
2,
The steak was tough and difficult to chew. Teeth.
3,
When we met, we were so happy we hugged each other. Arms.
4,
Don't scratch the mosquito bite. You'll only make it worse. Nails.
5,
She waved goodbye sadly to her boyfriend as the train left the station. Hand.
6,
Some women think a man should kneel down when he proposes marriage. Knee.
7,
The teacher frowned when she saw all the mistakes I had made. Forehead.
8,
The painting was so strange I stared at it for a long time. Eyes.
9,
She got out of bed and yawned and stretched. Mouth. Arms.
10,
If you don't know the word for something, just point at what you want. Finger.
4.20.
Fold your arms. Blow your nose. Raise your hand. Scratch your head. Bite your nails. Wink. Stare at the person next to you. Point at the board. Stretch your arms. Shrug your shoulders. Touch your toes. Wave goodbye.
4.21.
Calf.
Wrist.
Palm.
Wrinkles.
Comb.
Kneel.
Thumb.
4.22.
Aisle.
Calm.
Climb.
Design.
Doubt.
Fasten.
Half.
Honest.
Knock.
Muscle.
Whistle.
Hole.
4.23. 1.
Touching or stroking their neck is a very typical sign that a person is nervous and is trying to calm themselves down. A woman may also play with a necklace, and a man may tighten his tie.
2.
When somebody's standing and they point one of their toes upwards, this is a clear sign that the person is in a good mood, often because they are thinking about or have just heard something positive. If you see someone standing talking on the phone and they suddenly point one foot up, you can be sure that they have just been told some good news.
3.
Crossing their legs, whether they're sitting or standing, is a sign that a person feels relaxed and comfortable. If the person is sitting with their legs crossed and their feet towards another person, that shows that they are interested in this person. However, if someone they don't like appears, you may find that they quickly uncross their legs.
4.
This position, standing with your hands on your hips and your elbows pointing out, is a pose used to show dominance. If you watch police officers or soldiers, you'll notice that they often use this pose. Men tend to use it more than women, and it's something we teach women executives to do in meetings where there are a lot of men present, to show that they are confident and won't be bullied.
5.
We all know that thumbs up is a positive sign, meaning we feel good or approve of something. But what about when somebody puts their thumbs downwards in their pockets? As you might guess, this usually means that their confidence is low and they are feeling unsure of themselves. So try not to do this if you are in a situation where you need to look confident and in control.
6.
Putting their head to one side is a powerful sign that a person feels friendly and interested in someone or something. It's an automatic, genuine gesture, unlike a smile, which might be artificial, and so it's a good sign of real interest. It's also very difficult to do naturally around people you don't like.
7.
If you look at people in a stressful situation, for example, witnesses who are answering questions in courts, you'll often see that it looks as if their lips have disappeared inwards. In fact, this is one of the most universal signs of stress, as if a person wanted to disappear completely.
Who murdered Jill Dando? The killing of a popular BBC journalist and TV presenter has baffled police and crime experts for many years. One of the strangest unsolved crimes in the UK in recent years was the murder of Jill Dando, a well-known and much-loved presenter on the BBC programme Crime Watch. On Crime Watch, major crimes are reconstructed by actors in the hope that members of the public will come forward with new information to help the police catch the criminals involved. According to the producers of the show, about a third of its cases are solved, half of which as a direct result of viewers' calls. These have included some of Britain's most notorious crimes, such as kidnappings and murders. But on the morning of the 26th of April 1999, Jill Dando herself became a victim of a violent crime. As she was about to open the front door of her house in West London, she was shot once in the head. Her body was discovered about a quarter of an hour later by her next-door neighbour. At first, there was great media speculation that the murderer might have been a criminal who had previously been convicted and imprisoned because of Jill Dando's investigative work on Crime Watch. But the police later discounted this theory. In fact, Crime Watch reconstructed the presenter's murder in an attempt to aid the police in the search for her killer. But a year later, despite an intensive police investigation, no arrest had been made. The police began to focus their attention on 38-year-old Barry George, who lived about half a mile from Dando's house. He had a history of stalking women and other antisocial and attention-seeking behaviour. George was put under police surveillance, and on the 25th of May 2000, he was arrested and charged with Dando's murder. He was tried at the Old Bailey Court in London, and he pleaded not guilty to murder. The jury reached a majority verdict. George was found guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment, despite the fact that the only forensic evidence linking him to the crime was a tiny microscopic particle in his pocket, which experts believed could be gunpowder. George appealed unsuccessfully against the sentence on 2 occasions, but after a third appeal, he was acquitted and released from prison after serving 8 years of his life sentence. Jill Dando's murder remains unsolved.